When you first arrive at a CLR class, you may or may not have the panels, the participant or chat panels opened up, and your Zoom screen may or may not show up covering your entire monitor. As it is right now, it's full screen, and this is the way you may come into the session. Regardless of which way you come into the session, when you first join a Zoom class for CLR, you may want to turn on your participant panel and your chat panel and have them available so that you can communicate with the host and with the other class members if you want to before the class gets started. Now again, if you want to change to full screen, make this occupy your entire monitor, you can click the maximize button for the window that you're looking at, which has these three items in it. It has the Zoom screen, it has the participant panel, and the chat panel in it. I just turn those on. I can turn them back off again this way, and that gets rid of them, or I can leave them on. But you may want to go to Windows full window view so that you get rid of all the background. You really don't need to look at all this other stuff in the background. So there I'm going to a full window view, and now I can get back and forth from Zoom full screen either by using the view menu. You notice an option for the view menu is full screen. That's full screen. If I go to the view menu now, it says exit full screen. I can do it that way. Or if you're more comfortable double clicking with a mouse, you can go to any video block, double click, and you will go in and out of full screen by double clicking. Just be careful not to click on top of any one of the control buttons because that will cause a different reaction. So here I click back out. Now I'm ready to watch everybody arrive in the classroom, wait till the class gets started, and then I'm going to show you, once the class gets started, how you will optimize your monitor setup so that you can monitor the class without being distracted with other things. When the class starts, you will have been asked more than likely to go to speaker view before the class was immediately before it was to begin. When you go into the class in speaker view, you will come in what is called the standard mode, and in the standard mode, the speaker view will be on top of somewhere around, and you can move this block, but the speaker view will be somewhere on the top of the slide which is being shown. Now, you have a couple of choices. You can go to the minimized view, which will just show you who is talking, and you can move that block around wherever you want it. That way you get the largest possible slide to look at. If this is significant to you, then you can very comfortably stay in this view. If you need to see the teacher talking, you can move back to see the control buttons up here. I can move back to the speaker view. And if I need to see the speaker talking, I can position him somewhere where he's not covering up too much of the block. However, if the slide itself is not full format, not a widescreen slide, or if the material on the slide is more pictures or something that you don't necessarily have to see it as big as possible, what I will do is show you that you can go to the view panel, and if you go up to the view panel, you can select the side-by-side speaker mode. In this case, the slide itself will reduce somewhat, and then the speaker will show up to the right of that slide. And now you can also change that back if you want. You can put that as a gallery view. I see no particular value in having a gallery view and seeing a lot of blocks which are, according to the CLR rules, these are basically going to be name blocks because we will have everybody shutting off their videos to optimize the ability of the speaker to continue without freezing of the frames or interruptions in the transmission. So again, you can organize your screen this way. Now, if the speaker is presenting something and you need to ask a question, the problem is, how do I ask a question? How do I get the participant panel? You can click the participant panel and bring it up right on top of the material being presented. You can raise your hand from that panel So there you see I'm raising my hand, I'm putting it back down again. So you can raise your hand, and then when you're done with that, you can just close the panel and put it back away, and you're still watching the presentation uninterrupted. So you can bring this up. If you need to send a question in, so you can bring up the chat panel in the same way, and I can bring up a chat panel and I can communicate with people in the presentation by bringing up that chat panel. So in this case, I've shown you that you can bring up the chat panel. You can bring up the participant panel. You can move it over. You can have them both open at the same time. But they will be on top of the video that you're watching, the presentation that you're attending. So there's no particular value in doing that. Therefore, I think I've demonstrated the capabilities of setting your screen up and optimizing it to whatever is best for your viewing purposes. Again, I'm going to go back to standard mode. That puts the speaker on top of the slides which he is presenting. If you're looking at pictures of beautiful landscape or something, maybe you want that picture as big as possible and you don't mind moving the speaker panel to wherever it is, or you want to minimize it so you can just hear the speaker talking about the slide or whatever it is that's being presented. Hopefully that helps with organizing of your screens for watching a class at CLR.